Hey, what's up everyone? Danny London back with another CSR2 video. So the brand new race pass is here. It's just started. So we're going to go over the free tier and the paid tier and find out which one of these cars, if any, are worth getting. So in the free tier, we have the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, the Corvette ZR1, and the 2005 Ford GT. So those are the free tier right there. If we take a look in the paid tier, we got the Chiron Pure Sport from Bugatti, we got the Imola Roadster from Pagani, and we have the Jesko. So those are the three paid ones. So let's find out if these cars are any good. So you know what, we're already here. Let's go ahead and start off by checking out the cars in the paid tier. Alright, so first up we have the Jesko, and since I'm feeling lazy today, or actually I'm a little bit short on time, I'm just going to screenshot these times. This one was from a Zoocar video. So this car is running in the 6.9s. It's got 422 miles per hour top speed and really nice acceleration. So the Jesko is actually a pretty cool car. So yeah, the Jesko is quite nice. It's pretty fast, good stats, just an all-around very nice car. Now it doesn't really have a low performance point high evo setup in the way I would like it to, but you can use this for live racing, and you can definitely tune this car to do some different things, but it's not my favorite when it comes to live racing for several reasons. But if you know what you're doing with the car, you can do well with it for live racing. But I don't believe it's got the traditional low performance point high evo setups that I like to use on low upgrades. So this car is a little bit different, but it is a very good car. Alright, so next up on the list, we have the Pagani Imola Roadster. This is a 7.1 car, 7.2 car, something along those lines. It does 390 miles per hour. It's got really nice acceleration, so the stats on this car overall look pretty decent. It's not one of the faster cars in the game, running around a 7.2, so you can keep that in mind when you're deciding on these. So this car does have a low upgrade setup which you can use for live racing, but I don't think it's going to be one of the world's best live racers. It is kind of hard to hit the dyno time and get it at a good run that you're looking for. So it's sort of okay for live racing, but wouldn't be one of my top choices, to tell you the truth. Maybe somebody out there found a better way to set it up for live racing, but it looks like it's just going to be kind of decent on the low upgrade. It's not really going to beat the dyno easily, so, you know, it's an okay car. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I would say the main thing to think about, though, is Paganis are very hard to get parts for, so this will not be an easy car to get parts for. Not at all. So let's move on to the next car. Alright, so next up on the list, we have the Bugatti, my gosh, we have the Bugatti Pure Sport, the Chiron Pure Sport. If I could speak today, I can't even get the name of this car out. This car is running in the 7.2s. It's got excellent acceleration, 358 miles per hour. So the car has overall decent stats, nothing too crazy, but the acceleration is great. Both the 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 are under 1 second, so it's got really good times there. Again, thank you to Zoocar for the screenshot. I'm being lazy today and I'm pressed on time, so instead of spending 30-40 minutes making the little charts, I just screenshotted this stuff from YouTube, so thank you to Zoocar. But let's find out if this car has a good low performance point high evo live racing setup where it does great on low upgrades. This car is not a good live racer maxed out, but let me go double check for a live racing setup really quick. Okay, so it does kind of have something, but on low upgrades, I played around with it. I fit several combinations of parts, and I'm not really getting numbers that are looking great. You might be able to set this up on low upgrades and live race it and win a couple here or there, but it's not looking promising. So I would say this probably isn't going to be one of your best bets for a live racing setup, unfortunately. You can set it up on low upgrades to where it gets a little over 1,000 Evo points, but we like to see double and triple the Evo to performance points, which we're not getting on this one. So I don't think this is going to be the world's best live racing car, but yeah, there we go. So between these three cars right here, I mean, the Bugatti is a cool looking car. The Imola, the Jesko, they all look really nice. I would probably go with the Jesko personally. I would say that would be my top choice. The Imola would be my second choice, and the Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport would be my third choice. Now, I do think the Bugatti's the nicest out of all the cars when it comes to looks. For some reason, I absolutely love the way that thing looks, but it's definitely not the world's best car. So I do think the Jesko is awesome. Koensegg parts are not easy to get. Pagani parts are not easy to get. But between those two, between the Imola and the Jesko, I guess just pick the one that looks the best to you, because they're both equally good in their own way. But that's a very hard choice between those two. But I would say Bugatti definitely comes in third. Jesko probably comes in first, and the Imola comes in second. But, you know, you might like the Imola better than the Jesko. I'm not really sure. Hopefully this video will help you decide which one of those three cars you want to pick. But personally, I would go with the Jesko first, Imola second, Chiron third. So that's how I would do it personally. Now let's go over to the free tier, and we don't have anything in here that makes me go, wow, this is awesome. I'm actually kind of looking at this and going, man, this kind of sucks. But what can you do? Alright, so in the free tier, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Challenger SRT Demon. This car looks like it's running about a 6.9 or a 7, Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Challenger Demon in the free tier. This car is running 7.9s, maybe even 8.0s, depending on how good your run is. 352 miles per hour, and it has, you know, decent top speed, right? Pretty decent top speed. So the stats on this car look okay. Now, I do have a video that goes over this car that shows you how to set it up for live racing and stuff like that. So this car does have a decent live racing tune. It's not like one of the better cars in the game for live racing, but you can set this up on low upgrades to do pretty decent in live. So this one will win you a few live racing races. And the overall stat, you know, it looks okay. I mean, 7.9, that's a very slow car, right? Very slow car, but I don't know. You might like it, you might not like it. Definitely not one of the better cars in the game. Don't love it, but kind of like it for live racing. Sort of, kind of, maybe. But there's that car right there. Again, thank you to Zukar for the screenshot that I stole from their YouTube profile there. But yeah. Okay, next car. Next up, we have this Corvette running 7.7s, 402 miles per hour. The acceleration is okay, 1.29 on the 0 to 60, 1.675 on the 0 to 100. So, you know, it's decent top speed, you know, good top speed, decent acceleration. 7.7 car, another slow one right there. Does this car have a live racing setup is the next question. Alright, so when it comes to a live racing setup, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to find anything that makes this car win live races. It looks like a little bit of a turd taco for live racing, so yeah, not one of my favorite cars by any means. So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like this car. I don't like this car at all. Next up on the list, we have the Ford GT40 running in the 9.7s or 9.8s, depending on how good you drive it. This is a tier 4 car. It's doing 326 miles per hour. 0 to 60 in 1.6 and 1.2, so, you know, this isn't really a great car either, in my opinion. Don't love this car, but does this car have a live racing setup? Let me go double check. So I don't think you're really going to find too much for this on low upgrades, but the car will beat the dyno time. It is a car that beats the dyno time by a bit, so you can win some live races by beating the dyno. But the problem with that is the game loves to push you into faster and faster and faster lobbies when you're beating the dyno time while live racing. They almost punish you for beating the dyno while live racing, and then they put you into a lobby where your car can't win on anymore after so many times of beating the dyno during live racing. And that's not fun for anybody. So this is not something I would really highly recommend for live racing, but you know, it's a pretty decent tier 4 car overall. But, you know, it's not the greatest. So if you're looking for a tier 4 car that can beat the dyno time by a lot, this might be something to check out. I mean, it's definitely going to win a lot of live races until you get pushed. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the car right there. Alright, so out of the 3 cars available in the free tier, I don't really have a big personal preference. I mean, which one would I get? Well, man, I mean, I definitely would not get the Corvette, right? Do you need a tier 4 car or do you need a tier 5 car? The Dodge SRT Demon is an okay car at best. The 2005 GT will destroy the dyno time, so if you need a tier 4 car that beats the dyno, but unfortunately I'm struggling to hit the times needed for Tempest. I can't really even get the 0 to 60 times. I'm not sure this car has the top speed, so that's not a car that's going to beat Tempest, guys. It's just not, unfortunately. So bottom line is, I would not grab the Corvette. I think that's a really terrible car overall. But between the other two, I don't know. I guess the question is, do you need a tier 5 car or do you need a tier 4 car? But I'm not really in love with either one of these cars, to tell you the truth. I don't really like either of these cars. They're slow, they're kind of crappy in a lot of ways. And I'm not in love with the free tiers, so this is a very disappointing race pass as far as the free tier goes, but I do think the paid tier has a couple of nice cars. I mean, I would love to have the Jesko, honestly, or the Imola Roadster is pretty nice for certain things, but, you know, that's pretty much the deal with the race pass. I hope this video helps you guys decide which cars you're going to get, because, yeah, that's what the video is here for, is to help you decide which ones you want. I can't really tell you which cars to get because, you know, you may need a car for this thing, that thing, or the other thing. I don't know what's going to be your best bet, right? But hopefully this video helps you decide. All I can really do is just go over the stats of the cars, give you my thoughts and opinions on them, and let you know what they're, you know, if they're good at live racing, if they're not good at live racing, if they bust the dyno or anything like that. You know what I mean? The Jesko can be a crazy dyno beater as well if you know what you're doing with it. So the Jesko is pretty crazy if you want a dyno destroyer. The Ford's pretty crazy if you want a dyno destroyer, but you know, it's an interesting race pass this time, so hopefully this video will help you decide which cars to grab. Alright, so at this point, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Even just watching more of my videos helps the channel out big time. So just hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. There's some things in the video's description and the pinned comment that will also help support the channel as well. So if something breaks or I need to replace something or get something new to help improve the channel, your guys' support really helps. So there's some ways in there. Plus, if you want to become a channel member, that really helps out. Channel memberships are just a couple of bucks. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much to everybody who does support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Again, it's a very big help. Even just watching more of my videos can really help this channel out a lot. So thank you so much. If you got time, pull up one of my playlists, maybe watch a couple of videos. If you don't, that's okay too, but that's pretty much the deal. There's some awesome ways to help support the channel in the video's description and the pinned comment, and it really does help keep this channel going and making you informative CSR2 videos that should help you out. So thank you for the support. Thank you for watching my videos. You guys and gals are amazing. Lightning out. Have a great day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.